Hi guys, welcome back to the Star Wars figure review. Next we're going to take a look at a figure that's from the Star Wars line that's kind of been kind of dead here in the UK. A lot of the figures in this line have kind of not been around for a long time because the line kind of just ended when the Force Awakens figures came out, and this was the Black Series 3.75 line. Of course, some of them were still released, but these were part of Walmart exclusives and Asda exclusives here in the UK. I did give you a look at a Jyn Erso figure that I got out of that line about just over a year ago. But I've been going into Forbidden Planet and finding a couple more of these on shelves with the price is heavily reduced. They must have been like in the stock room in the back or whatever. And I have managed to pick a couple of these up, so I'll be able to provide these for a review on the channel. So the first one I'm going to give you a look at is Han Solo in his Starkiller base outfit. Now before we look at him, we'll take a look at the packaging this one comes in. As you can see, it's sort of the same as the Black Series 6-inch packaging, except it's been scaled down to represent the 3 3/4 inch figures. What's good about it is that it's taken away the card back and bubble and put it in a presentation box instead. Excuse me, put it in a presentation box instead. It's still providing the artwork by Gregory Titus on there, so it's sort of a more simpler box idea. And of course, there's all the descriptions. Like it's all exactly the same, except really there's no numbers on there. It's just slightly smaller. I'll just read you the bio on the back. It says, though Han Solo has seen much in his long checkered career, nothing compares to the abominable threat of the First Order's latest weapon. In a foolhardy mission to save the galaxy, Han Solo races to the heavily fortified Starkiller base. So the outfit Han is actually wearing here is the jacket that he is briefly seen wearing on Starkiller base when he and Finn and Chewie get off the Falcon and start making their way towards the base. He's later seen wearing this coat again when when they've captured Rey and they're starting to make their way back to the Falcon, but they're seeing about the shield. They change their mind and put the shield down, and then the pivotal moment of the film happens. On the whole, this is a really, really fantastic figure, and it was worth having this in my collection, even if it took so long for me to get him. I'll give you down the articulation quickly. He has a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders and elbows, ball hinged wrists. Just think that, yeah, ball hinged wrists. Ball jointed torso. I think I can't really tell because of the jacket, but I think it's a ball jointed or a swivel. This one I can't really tell. Ball hinged hips, ball hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles. So it's hyper articulation. Great to see a Force Awakens figure of this scale do this, but we won't be waiting too much longer now because there is a reissue of the Vintage Collection line coming out very shortly, and Kylo Ren is in the first wave, and so is Rey. So fingers crossed I'll be able to put those into the collection too when that line is released. I'm very much looking forward to it coming out again because I've missed the Vintage Collection. Of course, included with him is his DL-44 blaster pistol. Very small scale, of course, but that fits nicely into his holster, which is included in this as well. At least I think it does. I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, that fits nicely in there. You should have that there. It's the same sort of design as the Han Solo from the earlier line, because there's 5 POA Han Solo, which is him in his leather jacket that he wears throughout the majority of the film, and they've changed it into this while he's outside in the snow, so he can kind of keep himself warm. Let's take the blaster out again. Just the whole design of this figure as a whole. It's a shame I don't have the other Han Solo figure to hand at the minute because he's down at my other place. But I'm just glad at Hasbro for at least putting some of these out there and eventually being able to pick a couple of these up. And I hope they'll get reissued inside the Vintage Collection when that comes out again, because it'll be great to see more fans get their hands on these figures, because it just doesn't seem fair that they're Walmart and Asda exclusives, especially with those people that don't tend to go there. So far I have 2 figures out of this line. I don't know exactly which wave this one's from. I think it's from wave 3 of this line, but it's always worth just to pick up, even if it's there. There were another couple of lines that were reissues of Vintage Collection figures as well. There was a Luke Skywalker figure based off the lightsaber construction scene Luke. There's an Emperor's Royal Guard, which I actually have in the collection on that middle shelf bit there. and yeah, there was a reissue of Lando in there somewhere as well, and Amber Akbar. So there's quite a few. There's quite a few good reissues. It's a shame not so many people got to get their hands on them. So yeah, we'll just have to wait for that new vintage collection, and it'll all be there. But that is Han Solo from the Black Series 3 3/4 inch line. I do hope you enjoyed looking at him. I'll say again with the coat quickly there. It's kind of a bit retrospective of the coat that he wears in Empire Strikes Back when he's hunting for Luke in the snow, or even that following scene where he and Chewie are out in the desert again and he shoots the probe droid down. Yeah, same with that. I should have brought that up as well, because it does remind me quite of that. It's not. I don't think it's exactly the same coat, but it is relatively similar. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed looking at Han Solo. I shall be back with some more reviews soon, but until then, do drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to stay updated, hit that notification button. Follow me on my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all links are down there below. And I'll see you next time, guys.